Sejak kecil, pria kelahiran Antwerp yang lahir di Belgia pada 4 Mei 1988 ini memang sudah diperkenalkan dengan dunia sepak bola oleh sang ayah. Dengan semangat dan kegigihannya berlatih, tak heran jika di usianya yang masih muda, ia sudah bisa memulai debutnya untuk membela timnas Belgia di tahun 2009. Kini, Raja Nainggolan tengah berkunjung ke Indonesia dan menyempatkan diri untuk hadir di hitam putih. Bagaimana keseharian pria berusia 25 tahun ini? Seperti apa usahanya hingga bisa menjadi salah satu pesepak bola sukses seperti sekarang, dan apa mimpi terbesarnya? Saksikan penuturannya di Hitam Putih Live malam ini.
Ya lucu ya kalau Anda lihat, perhatikannya, dia kan turunan luar dan Indonesia ya. Itu rambutnya cuma segaris doang ya, straight gitu ya. Kenapa kalau dia keren? Kenapa coba? Coba kalau misalnya orang rambutnya di sini cuma segaris doang, siapa ya? Contohnya? Siapa yang main Sri Mulat? Gogon paling, nggak ada keren-keren ya kan coba. Kalau dia keren, makanya aneh coba. Nah sekarang kita panggil, dia ini adalah pesepak bola Serie A Liga Italia. Pesepak bola Serie A Liga Italia, keturunan Indonesia, asal Belgia. Pusing kan? Pusing, gua aja pusing bacanya tadi. Liga Italia, keturunan Indonesia, asal Belgia. Kemarin dia sempat diwawancara, dia bilang I am Indonesian, dia bilang ya. Kemarin dia sempat bicara di salah satu infotainment, I am Indonesian. Saya mau tanya apakah di setiap negara dia bilang begitu gitu. Jangan di Malaysia I am Malaysian gitu kan. Makanya kita tanya langsung aja. Ini adalah Raja Nainggolan. How are you? Oke, tepuk tangan dulu dong buat Raja sekali lagi. Yang cewek-cewek kalau ngeliat begini putih bening kayaknya pasti langsung suka. Saya cuma bingung sama bapak-bapak kenapa dari tadi doyan banget ngeliatinnya Pak, heran. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, is it first time in Indonesia?
Yeah, my first time in Indonesia.
Pertama kali ada di Indonesia. So what do you think about Indonesia?
No, I'm enjoying my time. Good people, nice people, they are kind to me, so.
Good people, nice people.
Yeah.
Wow. Orang Indonesia itu baik-baik ya, enak-enak ya kan. So you met a lot of Indonesian people ya, and they're nice to you ya.
Because I'm traveling around, so everywhere I've been, they have all have given me a good welcome. So.
Oh, good welcome buat dia. Orang Indonesia memang itu terkenal. Dari dulu saya waktu kecil ya diajarin kita tuh orang yang ramah terhadap orang-orang luar. Dia belum ketemu aja pelajar tawuran ya. Oh, Indonesia very good. You never seen people fighting in Indonesia?
No, I haven't seen it.
Supposed to see.
Yeah, when?
Yeah. It's crazy man. Oke, buat Anda yang ada di rumah, Anda bisa nanya dengan Raja dengan menggunakan Twitter Anda, bikin hashtag #AsRaja, kirimkan ke @hitamputih_T7. Sekarang juga Anda mau tanya apa saja, nanti Raja akan menjawab pertanyaan Anda. Oke, so you say that you're Indonesian, is that true?
Yeah.
Explain me about that.
I'm Indonesian because my father is Indonesian, my mother is from Belgium, and yeah, I'm wearing the name and I'm proud of it. So.
Oh, jadi ayahnya dari where your dad coming from?
Yeah, it's Batak, like they say in Indonesia.
Batak. Batak. Yeah. Batak. Careful. You say botak, we fight.
But I didn't say it.
Botak means no hair. Careful. Batak ya, okay. Dari Batak. Your mom coming from?
Belgium.
Belgium. Okay. Can you speak Indonesian?
No.
A little bit?
Nothing.
Okay. Can I teach you?
Yeah, but I think it's not the occasion now. Maybe after.
Okay. Just say hi. Apa kabar semuanya?
Huh?
Hi.
Hi.
Apa kabar?
Apa kabar?
Semuanya.
Semuanya.
Oh, bisa ya. Ternyata masih ada. Okay. But now it's not only you. So I have another guest star here. You know what is JKT?
No.
No, you don't know what is JKT.
No.
Oh, you're gonna surprise with this.
Okay.
Saya akan ngundang, ini adalah JKT48 yang udah sering banget ada di sini. Saya juga nggak tahu ngapain ada di sini lagi. Langsung saja. Oke, this is JKT48. Kayaknya beda-beda mukanya.
Iya dong.
Oh, ini baru. Oh, so dia JKT48. Mesem aja nih orang bule satu. Tuh ya, mulut mulai melet-melet, coba liatin ya. Dia JKT48. Awalnya dari from Japan, AKB48 ya. So this is Indonesian version JKT48, and this is second generation. They are second generation, K generations. So they have J, K, they have T, nanti. Hah?
Tim K.
Tim K. They are Tim K.
You're good information, ya?
Ya, Tim K. Jadi ada berapa anggotanya Tim K?
18.
14 people. They have 14 people. Kalau tim
18.
Oh, 18 people. Kalau J-nya ada berapa?
Ada 23.
Oh, tim J 23. So they're more than 48. Okay. Do you have this kind of things in Belgium?
Actually, I don't know a lot of Belgium because it's 8 years that I'm living in Italy, so no, groups like this, I haven't seen it, no.
Oh, oke. Tapi ini kita mengenalkan ini adalah JKT48 Tim K. Jadi mereka ini baru terpilih ya. Kapan terpilihnya? Ada Jepangnya nggak di sini?
Nggak ada.
Ya, nggak ada yang gue ceng-cengin kalau nggak ada Jepangnya. Ya udah kalau gitu kita lihat dulu, they gotta perform for us, oke? Ladies and gentlemen, JKT48. Tadi Anda sudah lihat JKT48 Tim K. Nanti kita akan undang lagi, kita akan tanya lagi karena mereka ini baru terbentuk ya. Jadi sekarang kita akan tanya dulu dengan Raja. Okay, so I'm gonna go deeper with you. So normally in the second segment of the talk show, I have something that we call it Question of Life. Question of Life is I have a special table. You're gonna sit there, I sit there. I'm gonna ask you a quick question and you have to answer it very quick. That's basically like that. But especially for you, I'm gonna do it very slow, so they can also understand. Jadi saya akan coba bertanyanya secara pelan-pelan. So, it's simple questions. If I were not a professional footballer, what would you be? Kalau Anda bukan seorang pemain sepak bola nih sekarang, jadi apa?
Difficult question because I think I'm not good at anything, so I just always focus to my football and yeah, that's it.
Since when?
Since I was 10, I really begin to believe in it.
And you believe that it will make a career?
No, actually at 5 years old I was beginning to the first kicking, 10, some first division team in Belgium took me out and they asked me to play with them, and yeah, I make all the Yo teams with them, and yeah, when you have this opportunity, I just said yeah, let's do it, and yeah.
Jadi dia dari usia 5 tahun ceritanya pertama kali nendang bola. Udah gitu diambil sama tim Belgia juga, dan dia tidak pernah memikirkan jadi apa-apa selain jadi seorang pemain bola. So who teach you for the first time?
Yeah, I went always to the park with my father when, yeah, it's a long story. Maybe later we will talk about it.
Sure.
Because he left when I was a young boy, and yeah, the only thing I can say thank you to him is that
He introduced you.
yeah,
to that.
introduced me football at the park.
Okay. At the what? At the park?
Yeah, at the park, normal
At the park.
yeah.
Jadi dia dikenalkan pertama kali sama ayahnya, tapi ayahnya meninggalkan dia pada saat usia muda. Jadi kalau boleh berterima kasih pada ayahnya, berterima kasih karena ayahnya lah yang pertama kali mengenalkan tentang sepak bola. Setelah itu kayaknya nggak ketemu lagi, tapi nanti kita akan bahas itu lebih lanjut lagi. So, okay, if you could erase something from your past, what would that be?
If I could erase something, it would be nothing about me, because I think I made every step good. If I could erase something of my past, it was just that, yeah, all my past would, I should have lived better without problems, without my father had left, without my mother had so many things to pay. So, yeah, there were a lot of problems, and yeah, if I would change something, it's only that thing.
So basically, your mom is a single parent.
Yeah, I don't even have any. My mother left 3 years ago, so.
Oh, okay. So you're
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a difficult story,
Okay.
Because when I was growing up, my mom became sick, and she left 3 years ago. So
3 years ago.
yeah,
So is he remarried after that?
no, she's never married.
So basically, her life is just for you.
Yeah, she did anything for me. She always wants me to believes in my dream, and that was to become a football player. She always was behind my back, and yeah, I only can say thank her.
She support you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any doubt from her before at all?
No, I just can say, yeah, we had a difficult past, and yeah, the only thing I can say is to say thank you. The only thing I can say is thank you to her, because she made my dream come true, and yeah.
Oke, jadi ibunya tuh sudah meninggal 3 tahun yang lalu, single parents, membesarkan dia sendiri dan mendukung dia di hobinya yang pemain sepak bola, dan harus bekerja untuk menghidupi Raja dan sendirian, basicnya ibunya. Oke, we'll talk about it later. So, before you die, you have to.
Before I die, I have to be a good father, a good man at home. Yeah, do the same thing as my mother, to make the dreams come true of my children, and yeah, and be happy too.
Okay. And tell me 3 things that you can't live without.
At the moment, yeah, football,
Football,
playing the PlayStation.
playing a PlayStation. So,
Yeah,
okay.
and
Main
being on
PlayStation.
Twitter.
And what? And what? And what?
Being on Twitter.
And being on Twitter. Oh, jadi 3 hal nggak bisa ditinggalkan itu sepak bola, PlayStation, sama Twitter. Ternyata bule juga kena ya demam Twitter ya. Oh, bukan kita doang ternyata. Oke, 3 things you hate.
3 things I hate. Difficult question. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a person that is always laughing every day, making the best of it. So, what I hate, yeah, it's
I think I know 3 things you hate.
Yeah, see?
Tennis, Xbox, and Facebook.
tennis.
Yes.
No, tennis I like.
Because you say soccer,
But
PlayStation,
tennis is my hobby. I
Twitter,
think.
so you're supposed to say tennis, Xbox, and Facebook.
Yeah, no, I hate maybe, yeah, a lot of things, in the world. What can I say? Yeah, all the wars and stuff, because yeah, it has no sense.
Okay, but that's not about you, right?
No, about me. Yeah, I'm living my life. I'm enjoying my life day by day.
Sure.
So everything is good.
Let me ask you a quick question and you to choose one. Belgium or Italy?
Italy.
Italy. Italy or Indonesia? It's okay. Just be honest.
it's
I know. It's just first time for
Okay,
you.
I will answer at the moment Italy, but it can become Indonesia.
Oke, kalau ditanyain Belgia atau Italia atau Indonesia, dia bilang pada saat ini Italia, tapi satu saat nanti mungkin bisa jadi Indonesia, katanya begitu. Mudah-mudahan ya. Oke. Now, you love your mom, right? Okay, so much, right? So if
Yeah,
I
don't let me cry this evening.
Oh, come on. Mom or dad?
Mom.
Mom or wife?
Mom.
Mom. Wow. Why?
Because the man that I'm now, it's all because of her.
Dia memilih ibunya dibandingkan istrinya barusan. Luar biasa. Do you believe life after that?
No.
No? Okay, let's assume that there is life after that. And assume that your mom can still see you now sitting here with me and talking about this. What would you say to her? You love her so much.
Yeah, that I love her.
That you love her. I really don't understand. How hard is that? I mean, that story. Why you so become sentimental with your mom?
The past was not easy, and yeah, we had a lot of trouble, like family. So coming out of it, it's only because of her.
Jadi semua bisa berhasil karena ibunya. And what you really remember about her?
Everything.
Everything. You remember any word that she said to you that make you successful now?
Even before that.
Even before that. Tepuk tangan dulu ya, ini luar biasa banget loh, karena ketika ditanya tetap larinya ke ibu dan ke ibu dan ke ibu. Okay. Career or family?
Family.
Family. But you just start everything, right? Kenapa harus keluarga?
I can say career because, yeah, of the money, all that stuff, but I've always, before I became a football player, I had nothing, so I can always return back, you know? So
Yeah.
that's why I choose my family.
Tadi I'm asking you about mom or wife, right? No, it's the last question actually. Your wife name is Claudia?
Yeah.
So if I ask you Claudia or Aisha, what are you gonna say? Aisha adalah anaknya ya, perempuan. It is tough questions.
Claudia, Aisha. I love them both, but I say Claudia.
Claudia. Why?
Because I had always in my mind that when a child grows up at 18, she left home, and you have to go further with your wife. So that's why I say my wife.
Oke, tepuk tangan dulu untuk Raja. Kita akan membahas lebih dalam lagi nanti. Jadi jangan mana-mana, tetap di Hitam Putih. Ini menarik sekali karena kalau Anda biasanya melihat Raja di mana-mana, mungkin dia lagi main sepak bola ya, atau lagi beraksi ya. Tadi saya juga sempat nanya, ini badan tatoan tapi kok hati lembut banget gitu ya. Kayaknya family man banget gitu ya kan. talking to them about normally they saw you playing footballs and everything, but they never really know about your life. Dan itu yang saya mau tahu sebenarnya, karena biasanya it can be very inspirational when someone become very successful. Ketika seseorang bisa menjadi sukses, pasti ada perjalanan yang panjang. It's a very long way to achieve that. Gitu. Itu yang akan kita bahas sebenarnya. Saya nggak akan bahas tentang sepak bolanya, tapi saya akan bahas tentang dianya sendiri. So, tell me, before this you always tell me that it's hard. It's a hard life. It's a hard life. So, how hard is it? Seberapa sih?
Hard life of being a footballer is really when you have your family time, maybe you go to dinner, all that stuff, you know, hanging out with the family, friends. There are so many people that likes football, that loves football, that want your attention. So maybe if you want to eat something easy with the family and friends, they will always disturbing you because it's normal. It's a part of the football world. So
it's a race.
Yeah, it's not always easy because sometimes you just want to stay easy, and it's not possible because of the fans but it's normal and we have to accept it. But so many people think becoming a footballer and it's easy, but it's really really difficult.
Oke, jadi dia cerita untuk keluarganya aja waktu kadang-kadang nggak ada gitu. Ada fansnya di luar, kalau lagi makan juga diganggu dan sebagainya. Jadi waktu untuk keluarganya sendiri sangat amat sempit. But I really interested with your story about when you was a kid. So what actually happened? So your dad leave you when you were 6, 7?
Yeah, I don't remember it good because I never asked to my mother because I never want to know about it. But when she was sick, she begins telling me a lot of stuff. And she told me that when I was 5, 6 years old, my father left. And he had a lot of troubles home, a lot of things to pay.
A lot of things to pay?
Yeah, you know, he let a lot, he buy the car, didn't pay the car. We maybe with the house, same stuff. And after that, he left, and my mother, funds everything to pay. And it was about 15 years that she paid everything of my father. And after she finished everything, she became sick. So, we live without electricity.
You live without electricity?
Yeah, because you don't have money.
Dia
you have to pay.
Tidak punya listrik bahkan di rumah karena ibunya harus membayar utang-utang dari ayahnya. Karena harus bayar itu, jadi sampai listrik aja nggak punya. No electricity is when how old are you?
Sometimes, maybe if you don't pay 2 months, they cut it off.
You experienced that?
What?
You've been there, experiencing that?
Yeah, I was there. I was 12, 13 years, and we lived without it. So it wasn't easy, and that's just a little thing because even eating, it was not every day other food because...
Not every day on the food?
Other food, because it was not every day, you change, tomorrow you eat this, tomorrow then you eat that. No, you have to eat because you have to watch out your money. So maybe you eat 2, 3, 4 days the same stuff. And that's why I always say that life wasn't easy because there were a lot of problems. When my mother get out of it, after 15 years, she became sick, and the story continues.
Yeah. Wow, what a story. Jadi dia bahkan untuk makan saja susah dulu karena ibunya sendiri. So, what did your mother do? I mean, to get the money, what did she do?
So there came advocates home. They made a plan because she couldn't have paid everything with all the stuff there. In I don't know. I'm just telling what I know. It was 50 years that she had to pay every month 700 euros, and she was working full time, and she had 1,300 euros. Yeah, I'm talking about euros. So always left 600 euros, but with 600 euros she has to pay electricity, school. I was to become a football player, so went to sports school.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I went to the sports school, so every day I needed 5 to 10 euros for eating because I was leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was coming back at 10 in the evening. So Yeah, and sometimes she couldn't have paid the electricity the month after she paid the electricity, and she couldn't have paid something else. So there was always something. And after 15 years living like this, yeah, she became sick, and I think it's only because we lived so hard.
Wow. Jadi ibunya sakit karena kerja terlalu keras sampai akhirnya meninggal. Okay, but did your mom see you after you become successful?
She have known me my first year that I was playing for Cagliari. So it was 2010. I went to Cagliari in 2010, and my mother was sick at November of 2009. So she just seen my transfer. She lived till October of 2010, and she left.
But she knew that, right? I mean,
She knew that I was a football player, but she just seen 8 months of my big career, we will say. And the first year I didn't play so much, so maybe 1 month.
So you do get the money, right? From that. And
No, from who?
from the soccers.
Yeah, from soccer, yeah. I get my money, but yeah, what can I buy with money? If someone is sick, you can pay everything you want, but it will not make better a person if it's not, if it's not possible.
Did she say something at all before she left you?
Yeah, she said to me to take care of my sister.
To take care of your sister. You're twins, right?
Yeah.
Jadi kembar, kakak adik dengan adik perempuan yang perempuan itu kembar.
She said to take care of my sister, to be good for my family.
Be good to your family.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's probably difficult for you to answer, but I really want to know myself. With all of this condition, dengan semua situasinya. Sorry to ask, but did you blame your dad or did you hate him or anything?
Before becoming a football player, I could say yes. But after it, when I get my own family, you begin to think more and more about people, about life. And yeah, maybe I could forgive him. I can't forgive him, but I will never forget what he have done.
Jadi dia bisa memaafkan ayahnya setelah dia sudah sukses. Pada saat dulu sebelum sukses dia karena masih merasakan kesulitannya itu semua agak sulit mungkin untuk melupakannya. Did you try to find him? Or did he try to find you?
He always from when I'm maybe 16, he always trying to call me. Because I think because I became a football player, because I have honored his name, we will say. I'm happy for that because at the end it's the second part of me. But I think he could have called even
Before.
Yeah, before when I was a young boy, he could have helped even with sending the
Money.
a little bit of money, just for for not going down the water, But
you will you meet him?
yeah, I will meet him. I think I will meet him. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. So
Wow, okay, what life, ya? Tapi Raja sekarang di Indonesia. Okay, why you here again in Indonesia?
yeah, I got with those entertainment. I have done a coaching clinic at Pekanbaru. A lot of stuff, First time in Indonesia, you want to discover it. I have some people that are trying to take me to a few places, and I'm enjoying it.
Oke, kita ada foto-fotonya ketika Raja ada di Jakarta, di Indonesia, bisa dibuka. Dan katanya dia besok ya, tomorrow you gonna go to Bali?
Yeah.
Okay, and where is this?
This in Pekanbaru, I think.
Di Pekanbaru.
Yeah.
So what, you do some coachings?
Yeah, here I lost the game, so I had to.
You have to do what, push up?
Yeah, push up. This was a girl. Yeah, that's the man.
Where is this? Oh, this in Medan, right?
No, this is at Medan, I think. This is at Pekanbaru.
So what, did you take it as a vacation or what? Or work?
Vacation, maybe as only football player on high level, to meet some people. You know, I've been even to child that doesn't have parents. I know what it means. So yeah, we've been there, and you can see them smile with nothing. They have nothing. So yeah.
Oke, luar biasa ceritanya. Begitu ya, dari sulitnya ditinggal ayah, ibunya harus bekerja, tidak ada listrik, makan susah dan sebagainya, tapi tetap mencapai cita-citanya sampai sekarang sukses. Kita lanjut lagi nanti, jangan kemana-mana, tetap di Hitam Putih. So how does it feel?
What?
How does it feel?
What?
No.
The girls in front.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really a strange thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Normally it's just one, and
Now
now there
it's-
are a lot. Yeah.
Everyone there ya, oke. Ini adalah JKT48 Tim K. Tepuk tangan dulu for JKT48 Tim K. Their new team. Okay, why I'm speaking English? Mereka tim baru.
Speak English, huh?
Iya, but mereka tim baru di JKT yang kapan dipilihnya?
2 hari yang lalu.
2 hari yang lalu baru kepilihnya. Raja, why don't you introduce yourself to them and calling them name by name, you know? That kind of things, you know? Be nice to them.
I have to go
You
everywhere.
got to be nice. You got to be nice, Raja.
I will introduce myself. Hello.
Okay. So now, of course, you remember all their name, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. kita akan lihat dulu, ini adalah VT-nya pengumuman ketika mereka terpilih. Oke, please. Pengumuman Tim K. Talia, Alicia Janjia, Rizka Fairunisa, Abdul Sakti, Jennifer Hana, Sinta Juliani, Rona Andreani, Noela Sisterina, Fiona Apriani, Dela Belila, Lydia Maulida Jumanda, Ratu Fini Fitria, Mila Sini Wantan, Sini Yufia, Dwi Putri Bonita, Natalia, Pintar Putri Karim, Sinta Naomi. Oke, jadi generasi kedua itu ada 29, so they were 29 before, and after that terpilih, choose-nya only 18, hanya 18 gitu. Itu yang nggak kepilih gimana dong akhirnya?
Yang nggak kepilih.
Kalau saya sih benci sama kalian. Ya udah ikut bareng-bareng nggak kepilih, kalau saya jadi tetap bareng. Terus ngapain mereka udah nggak ada di tim
Cuman
K?
kita cuma beda timnya doang.
Iya, beda tim mereka.
Oh, mereka tim apa?
Training. Latihan masih.
Latihan lagi gitu. Nanti supaya bisa tim T. Ya kan? JKT.
Bisa jadi.
Oh.
Bisa jadi.
Tim T, oke. Terus apa bedanya? What's the difference between you semuanya dengan tim J yang pertama? Apa bedanya?
Mungkin bedanya kalau kita benar-benar dari nol. Jadi kebanyakan dari kita benar-benar dari gadis biasa yang mau ngejar mimpi jadi idol.
Saya dari gadis biasa. Jadi kalau yang tim J bukan dari gadis biasa-biasa. Oh.
Tapi rata-rata udah dunia entertain doang.
Oh gitu.
Kita banyak yang dari daerah.
Oh banyak yang dari daerah. Oh jadi dari mana? Kamu dari mana? Where you coming from?
Dari Jawa Tengah.
Jawa Tengahnya di mana?
Pemalang.
Pemalang. Oh, Pemalang. Oh, ini mereka dari Malang nggak nyambung. Biar jadi nyambung. Dari Pemalang. Oke. Terus Kalian kan kalau Generation One is very successful ya di Indonesia ya. Kalian terbebani nggak? Stres nggak? Wah ini harus
Ya.
sukses seperti Generation 1 nih.
Gak cuman kayak kita,
Muka kamu stres gitu kok.
gak cuman kita kayak jadi lebih termotivasi aja biar bisa sama kayak mereka.
Motivasi.
Kita apa ya? Jadi kita kayak harus berusaha jadi apa ya?
Lebih
menyaingi mereka gitu. Malah harus setara atau enggak lebih bagus lagi.
Oh saingan.
Iya.
Tapi saingannya saingan sehat.
Saingan sehat tuh kayak gimana sih?
Makan sayur. Makan daging.
Kalau yang waktu itu siapa? Haruka ya? Siapa?
Haruka.
Hachiko siapa? Hachika. Haruka. Saingan juga sama dia nggak?
Iya.
Jorokin aja kalau lagi nyanyi. Oke, terus berapa lama dari seorang trainee become a member is how long?
Enggak sih,
Beda-beda.
Beda-beda.
Kalau yang buat tim K ini hampir 1 tahun.
1 tahun. Wow. They become a trainee for a year to be chosen to be a team K now.
Okay.
Ya, 1 tahun ya. Ini umurnya berapa? How old are you guys?
Kecil.
Masih kecil.
Aku 15 tahun.
Yang nanya lu sama. Kan dari sini dulu orangnya. Satu-satu. Umur berapa? 18. Berarti kamu 14, dia 18.
Beda ya?
Tampangnya tua banget ya. Yang paling tua siapa di sini? Yang paling tua. Siapa? Ngapain gue tunjuk jari?
Kakak pertama.
Siapa mana? Viviana umur berapa?
19 tahun.
19 tahun tuh paling tua ya?
Iya.
How old are you, Raja?
25.
25. Oh, all of them, the oldest is 19 and the youngest is 14. 14 years old. Iya, 14. So, Indonesia very good ya. Oh, Raja aja, wah luar biasa Adel. Nih, kayaknya lagi jatuh cinta sama gadis Indonesia. Which one is the prettiest?
That's too much.
Paling cantik yang mana? Kalian kok murah gitu sih? Jual mahal gitu loh. Mana banyak aku gimana sih heran? Gak jadi aja sekarang. Yang mana Raja? Which one? Paling cantik. Ya. Sampai nunjuk gua berantem. They all beautiful ya, mereka semua cantik. Ada yang adik kakak katanya, mana adik kakak? Oh, Naomi and Sinka, your sister. Siapa yang lebih tua?
Iya.
Naomi. Naomi lebih tua. Naomi umur berapa?
19.
19. Sinka? 16 tahun. Beda 3 tahun ya, berarti ya. Oke. Hah? Kan 16, 17, 18, 19, 4 malah. Udah bilang 3 dia ngotot 2 tadi kan jadi pusing. It's a little bit hot here. Ya, tadi dia ngomong panas banget di sini, apalagi ketika kalian keluar.
Kita mau kepanasan.
Siapa mereka membawa kepanasan? Mereka akan konser pada tanggal 3 dan 4 Juli. Ya, coba silakan promo.
Kalau misalnya konsernya itu namanya Perkenalkan Kami JKT48.
Perkenalkan kami JKT48.
Nah, acaranya bakalan ada di Tenis Indoor Senayan. Nanti bakalan ada 3 show. Jadi yang show pertama itu bakalan ada tanggal 3 Juli 2013 jam 7 malam. Dan di hari keduanya itu bakalan ada tanggal 4 Juli 2013. Nah, kalau yang hari kedua ini bakalan ada 2 show. Jadi ada jam 2 sama jam 7.
Saya nggak inget lu ngomong apa kan. Pokoknya ada
intinya,
gitu lah.
Tanggal 3 sama tanggal 4. Terus yang perform kita semua 51 orang.
51 orang. Oh. Jadi semua kumpul ya.
51 orang dalam satu panggung.
Dalam satu panggung. So they will have a concert on July 51 of them in one stage. Oke, luar
There
biasa.
already
Oke.
so much, huh?
What?
There already so much, and then
Yeah, agak stress. Now you have a reason to stay in Indonesia. Okay. Oke, saya ini JKT48 akan membaca pertanyaan #AskRaja langsung ke rajanya. Jangan mana-mana, tetap di Hitam Putih. Oke, sudah ada Raja JKT48 dan sudah ada #AskRaja. So they're gonna ask you a question from a tweeters. Okay, silakan. They have 7 questions. We choose that and you're gonna answer that. Silakan yang pertama.
Dari @Alsari. What do you think about Master Corbusier?
About master?
Wow, okay. Dia nggak ngerti. No. Basically, I told you I'm magicians before, right? Yeah. So my name is Corbusier. They call it Master Corbusier before when I was magician. So the question is, what do you think about me? He loved me. I answered that. He loved me so much. He's gonna come back to Indonesia again just to visit me. Yeah, and we're gonna play soccer together next season. Is that answering?
Yeah. Good guy.
Yang
Next.
kedua dari Egi Nanjar. If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be and why?
She said,
If you can describe yourself in one word, then what would that be?
what an easy question.
You can start with Playboy or something.
In my world, I would like to be a president so I can command everyone.
Dia mau jadi presiden. Apa hubungannya sama pertanyaan? So, okay, you become what kind of president?
I don't know. Maybe not a president, someone that can make law better and maybe to make life easy for a lot of people.
Oh, untuk bantu orang. Okay, but actually, they want to know if you can describe yourself in one word.
In one word? I thought it was saying in one world.
One word.
Myself in one world. So difficult. I always say the people who I am or what I am.
So?
I never talk about myself. Handsome.
Handsome. Oh, ganteng. Bule narsis gini nih ceritanya. Silakan, lebih cepat.
Dari INCS7.
Okay.
Who is the toughest opponent in the league Serie A you have ever faced?
Okay, the toughest opponent.
The most difficult player I played against is Clarence Seedorf.
Ya itu tadi. Si Segov itu ya.
Yeah, Seedorf.
That's it. Okay. Next.
4, Sarah Ardina.
Ya.
Your mom and Claudia and Asia are the most important person in your life. And they are woman who's the most important man in your life.
Itu nanya apa yang jawab?
Panjang soalnya.
Yeah, no, understand. Who's the most important man in my life?
Man in your life.
My brother. I even got a half brother.
You have a brother?
Yeah, my mother before had another relation before she met my dad. And yeah, there's my brother, and I have to say even thanks to him because after 6 months, first 6 months at Italy when I was 16, it was not easy. I wanted to come back, and he always said to me, stay there, you will become someone. So.
Oke, kakaknya berarti. Silakan.
Dari Ari Purnadi. What is your favorite football club?
Favorite football club is Barcelona.
Barcelona. Dapat 6.
Dari Pramaditra. What memories with your mom that you never forget it?
Everything.
Ini apa sih? Jawab apa? Tepokin, jawab apa? Kira ondel-ondel dia.
Dari Muhammad Rizky. How many tattoos do you have?
I forgot to count, but I have a lot of tattoos.
Tapi dia punya tattoo tuh ada meaningnya satu-satu. Yang ini meaningnya.
Or your favorite?
Favorite one is on my back that talks about my mother.
Nah, jadi belakang tuh ada tattoo tentang ibunya gitu. Yang ini tattoo belum punya duit nggak diwarnain.
What is this? What the meaning of that, Thais?
Those dice are the date of birth of myself.
Oh, ulang tahunnya, ya kan? Oke, masih ada pertanyaan? Udah selesai? Oke, tepuk tangan dulu buat Raja. Yang tadi seperti Anda lihat bahwa Raja itu sekarang terkenal sekali dan dia berdarah Indonesia juga. Tapi mencapai ketenarannya ini dan mencapai kesuksesannya ternyata walaupun dia di luar, ternyata begitu juga sama dengan orang-orang yang bisa memberikan inspirasi di Indonesia. Segala sesuatunya tidak bisa dicapai dengan mudah. Karena ingat bahwa manusia tidak bisa menghilangkan semua halangan. Tapi selama passionnya masih ada, maka semua halangan mudah untuk kita atasi. Saya dari Kobusier, inilah Hitam Putih JKT48.